which everything that we believe in is from the scriptures. We're not just talking. You know, we have pictures here to open up our eyes and say a picture worth 1,000 words, right? So we have pictures here just so you can look to see some of the things that we have went through and some of the things that have been brought upon us to lead us into this destroying of our minds that we don't think right.
Can my lady be here?
You know, we don't.
Why you ask that?
Huh?
Why you ask that?
Excuse me.
Why'd you ask that?
I mean, everybody's talking. How come we can't talk?
What do you mean?
I know what you
talk
mean.
about what? I'm talking. So you talking about? You want somebody to talk? You give me the finger? Look, no. You gonna give me the finger? No, you gonna give me the finger?
You came over here just to start trouble already.
Come out of here.
They just came over here to just to start trouble.
See what I'm saying? That's what we just rebuked. That's why they got to go.
Yeah.
We just rebuked.
Right.
You know? I mean, we here to deal with our people, children of Israel, point blank. Now those that are joined to the enemy or the ones that have oppressed us, you just see what happens. That spirit, you see that spirit. That spirit gonna reveal itself. Nothing more powerful than the Most High. Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You just see how he just worked things to show you, hey, we're not have to deal with that. He take care of it. Colossians 3:17.
Colossians chapter 3 verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to Yahweh by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushai.
Right, so all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the anointed Savior, who the world falsely calls Jesus Christ. That's not his name because the J was invented in 1630 AD. And when they came up with Jesus Christ, they painted him as a so-called white man by the name of Caesar Borgia until this day. You know, they put his picture in the Last Supper picture. Right. You know, like I tell you, brother, there's only 5 people in this picture. But see, I think brothers need to be really getting the picture. You got your Bible? Get your Bible. They need to get a picture of this, the Hebrew Israelites, and show our people this because it's very important. Because we see this in all the churches. It might be in our grandfather's house, my grandmother's house, and there's only 5 people in this picture. And it's in the Bible. I mean, look at the Bibles. Here it is right here. It's a Holy Bible. And you open up the Bible and it has all their pictures in it. And I can use it here, or I can bring it to the Bible, put you in the Bible. Right? We're not in here, but it should be us in here, but it's not us. This is the lie that's been told. So when you come forward with the truth, you have people that are going to say that there's something wrong with you because you're bringing forth the truth to your people. They don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to know that you're the chosen people of the Most High. The Most High only loved Jacob. He don't say he loved anybody else but us. And that's our forefather. The Most High is the power of Abraham. Abraham had a son named Isaac. Isaac had a son named Jacob. Understand this. The Most High didn't use every man to populate the earth. Right. You know, to make a nation out of. You got to think about it. After the flood, who was it? It was Shem, Ham, and Japheth. That's right. You don't need a lot of people. All these nations come from them. You see what I'm saying? So every man that was born on the earth, he didn't make a nation out of them. He made a nation out of certain men. You see what I'm saying? We come from Jacob. That's our forefather. He's a forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, we're not talking about these people that you see right here could be necessarily the Israelites today. But initially, you know, these different lands and different places where they were, we were gravitated to those places. But understand that we scattered all over the world amongst all nations. So it's not about you just saying, okay, this is who it is from what you see here. The Spirit gonna bear witness with the Spirit. You know what I mean? Because we destroyed. We destroyed for what? Get Hosea 4:6. This is our problem. And you think about when you look at what the Most High says and what it is that you're dealing with. If some of you went to church today or you go to church all the time, you think about how you've been programmed to think wrong once you hear the Bible. Because there's certain things in here that you've never heard before. Some of you have heard because you come here, because you hear us every Sunday. And you come forth to hear the word of the Most High, the truth. Not what some preacher going to get up there and tell you and say, pass the plate. Should nobody pass no plate on none of y'all down here. You shouldn't have to give nothing of it. They should be giving you something. Right. You should be going to church. You're supposed to be going to church. They're supposed to be taking care of you. That's what the church is about. Supposed to be gathering the money to take care of the people. And I can show you that in the scriptures also. But my second, I was shy to say, when you done it to the least of them, my brethren, you done it unto me. All right. Most High will. in praise. Read that.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
This is our people.
My people
It's the Most High's people who we are, the children of Israel. Read.
are destroyed for lack of
We
knowledge.
destroyed for lack of knowledge. We destroyed for lack of knowledge. Now you look at what he's saying, we destroyed for lack of knowledge. We'll go to Proverbs 1 and 7. This is the reason why a lot of you destroyed for lack of knowledge. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge.
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. Okay, now you can look at that, okay, I got knowledge, but do you really fear him?
Right.
You know, do you only fear him whenever something bad happens to you?
Right.
You go to crying out to him? Or do you cry out to him before something bad? Because the only time that he had pity on us when we cried to him.
Right.
But you got to have a humble spirit and a broken and contrite spirit to cry to him.
Right.
When nothing's happening bad with you. This is what you have to learn to do. Oh, the Most High is I mean, come on. Everything you see is the Most High. On the right and the left, whatever you see happen, it's the Most High. He's everything. Everything. You know, not just some things. He's everything. A lot of y'all probably don't know him. You don't really know the Most High. That's why I say you fear the Most High. Be afraid of the Most High. You know that he gave us laws, statutes, commandments to follow. He's going to tell you why you destroy. Go back to Hosea 4 and 6. He's going to tell you why you destroy. And why we have been destroyed. That's why when we came back to the laws, statutes, commandments, start looking at the laws, going over the laws, letting them be in our life, applying them in our life, because you got to learn it, you got to live it, and you got to apply it in your life every day. Not just some days, not just because you go to church on Sunday, like they teaching you. Think about it, you go to church on Sunday, and they say, come up to the altar, and we're going to pray for what? Forgiveness of what? Sin. Of what? See, I'm hearing it. Sins, right? So what is sin?
Transgression of the law.
The transgression of the law. But you're not under the law. Gotcha, right? Let them tell it, right? That's right, that's what they say. We're not under the law, right? So you got them right there. I dealt with a preacher yesterday. It was pretty, you know, powerful. It was enlightening,
Yeah.
you know, at least for him, you know what I mean? But certain things, like I'm telling you now, you get used to doing this. So as you grow in the spirit, you see how our people have been taught. So that's what the Most High is saying here, Hosea 4 and 6. Listen what he said.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Most High have a people. My is a personal or possessive pronoun showing what? Ownership. We his people. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge,
Because you reject the knowledge that's coming forth out of this Bible. Read.
I will also reject thee.
He said to you, if you reject this knowledge, your prayers is abomination. So when you pray, it's abomination. It's a filthy, wicked act to the Most High if you reject his word. Read.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
So these pastors, they're not a priest to the Most High, a lot of them, because they're not teaching you the truth. You should already know that you're not a Gentile. That should be all the way in your spirit, all the way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you go to church, they should be teaching you the same thing that you can hear here. Read.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law.
Oh, forgotten what?
The law.
Wait a minute, the preacher say you ain't under the law. So you're destroyed for lack of knowledge because you what?
Forgotten the law.
Forgotten the law that the Most High gave to us, the children of Israel. That's who we are. We are one of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's our nation. We're a nation. They don't want this information to get out. That's why they ain't going to publicize us around the world. They ain't going to publicize us in any city on a big way. You know what I mean? Because they don't want you to know this. This is one of the most hid secrets in all the world. That you are the children of Israel. When our Savior, we call him Hamashiach Yahweh, the anointed Savior, a title. When he came on the earth, he came from the tribe of Judah. Jacob, our forefathers' fourth-born son. That's where he came from. Just like we come from. Most of us, I'm looking at right here, come from the tribe of Judah. You see what I'm saying? That's who we are. The true ethnic and biblical Jews. Talking about us. When you read that Bible, it's talking about Israelites. Israel, that's talking about us, brothers and sisters. Understand this, because when he come back, you all heard that. You have no excuse now. None of us have any excuses. You know? Nobody have any excuses. Because you know. Read. You've forgotten the law. Because you've forgotten the law, that's why you destroy for lack of knowledge. Read.
Of thy power.
Of the Most High. Read.
I will also forget thy children.
See what he says? He also going to forget our children. That's why we the children of our forefathers that didn't follow the law because the law was beat out of us from generation to generation to generation. You've been programmed to say, hey, turn to your neighbor and say, we're not under the law, we're under mercy and grace. Turn to your neighbor and say, we're not under the law, we're under mercy and grace. That's what they do. That's another diabolical plan that they came up with in 1620. Pretty much around the time that they started bringing us over here from West Africa. It's a document called The Religious Instructions to the Negroes in the United States of America. And it was geared to teach us how we're supposed to follow and believe in the Most High and His Son, this man. Because we got it in the, I just showed you, I can show you in the book, in the Bible. Who drew it? Michelangelo. He drew it. And it's in the Bible. 2013. This lot. All the way to today. You'd be surprised how many people fight against us just for having this picture out here.
Oh, yeah.
Just having this picture
Our
out here.
people.
Our people. So we shouldn't have no pictures, as a matter of fact. But you see that, how many people have come up here, they didn't ask no questions what they do. They're looking at these pictures. Matter of fact, we was down here one Sunday, and the brother was screaming out, "We need pictures!" Right?
Yeah.
We need pictures! That's what he kept screaming out, because we didn't have none. We didn't have none, you know? He don't know. First time we seen him, he said, I mean, that's how the Spirit of the Most High works.
We had put him up already.
Right, well, we had put him up, right. We had put him up, right? But I'm just saying, he's saying something. That's why I say, just like we just prayed, and then Satan just came up. Right? Satan just came up and did what they did and then left. Because we asked the Most High to rebuke him, get him away from us, so we can have peace. And we have this peace. And some know, and they still got to follow what the Most High say, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, we got to follow what he say. Read.
That's it on that.
No.
As they were increased.
As we were increased, come on.
So they sinned against me.
As we were increased, we sinned against the Most High. You hear that? We broke his laws. We broke his laws. As we were increased as a nation, we kept breaking his laws. Go ahead.
Therefore, will I change their glory into shame?
Right. He changed our glory into shame. What's the man's glory? Our women. Our women is our glory. We, Hamashiach Yahushua glory. We the Most High's glory. So he changed. We don't want to follow him. So he changed our glory into shame, man. That's why our women they wearing pants, spandex, they wearing all the things that they're not supposed to be wearing. You know, a woman should not wear that which pertaining to a man. A man not supposed to be wear that which pertaining to a woman. You know, not only that, just the shameful things. We don't even want to go into all the shameful things that they're doing. I mean, in this world right now, even just to be in the video,
right?
Just to be in the movies, just to be doing it, you know, they got the casting couch in any way, shape, or form, all the different things that you can't imagine. Most I said some things being done that we ain't supposed to talk about. It's so wicked. Right. So wicked, you know what I mean? So that's why I say, all right, brother. Shalom. You know, we destroy for lack of knowledge. As we increase, man, the more we sin against the Most High. Read.
They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity.
See? Set their minds, man, on doing wickedness. You know, like brothers down here doing some wickedness. You know, you got to come out of that. So we talk against you. We're going to talk against you. Keep on talking against you, because you can always come out. Like I always tell you about Saul. I teach you about Saul. Saul was killing people for calling on the name of Hamashiach Yahushua. Right? He was killing people for that. You know? He was part of when Stephen died. He said he was right there with him. They laid their coats and everything. He walked on there. He was right there with them. You know what I mean? He was going out persecuting the Israelites for that. That's why Hamashiach say you're gonna be persecuted for what? For my name's sake. For my name's sake. And he was. Went through a lot of persecution. Jeremiah 17:4. This would happen to us as a people. You know, the most I say you follow me, I'm gonna bless you. We're going to be blessed beyond measure. But we didn't follow him. We didn't follow his law, statutes, commandments, so therefore we went into the curses that's before only us. Only us. No other people can go through what we went through. You're going to find out if they can go through it. They're going to find out too. That's coming. That's right. They're going to find out if they can go through what we went through. But read that.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
We discontinue from our heritage. Why? Because the diabolical plan that we can read in Psalms 83rd chapter, how there was a diabolical plan to take the name of Israel out of existence. Yeah. That's why you don't know that you're Israelites. That's why I asked 21 brothers, what's your nationality? What's your race? I got 21 different names for a race that we are. That's lost, man. That's really lost. Yep. What's your race? You get all these different answers. Only us. 21 different names. 21 different sayings. And they never heard anyone say what anyone else said. That's the spirit, man. Straight up. I got some new names down here.
Right.
We got some new names down here.
Right.
Everywhere we go, you can ask it, you're going to get some new names, man. I just got another one, 22. He just said continent. I never heard that one. See what I'm saying? That's
26.
20, huh?
26.
I mean, it's growing, you know what I mean? So, here we are, man. Destroyed. Read that from the top.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
We discontinue from our heritage, man, knowing that we from the land of Israel. We the sons of the Most High. We the sons of power. You know, we the sons of the power. And the daughters of the power. That's what we are. The children of Israel. Read.
That I gave thee.
That he gave us. Come on.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
I look forward to talking to you. All right. We'll be in touch. Okay, all right. All right. Okay, all right. Let me know about the conference too. All right, for sure. Okay. Go ahead.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
You say you're going to cause us to serve our enemies. Come on. He's going to cause us to serve our enemies. Where?
In the land which thou knowest not.
In a land that we didn't know. Did we know what was going on when they put us on them slave ships? No. We came to a land that we didn't know anything about. We hadn't been over here like that, not as a nation. Some of us had came over here because, you understand, we were already here. You heard of free men? Free men? That was us. We the ones set up the 13 colonies. And they took it from us. Yeah. We the ones that set up Europe. We the ones that established Europe, Asia, all those different countries, man. We the ones that established them. We the ones that invented most of the inventions of the world. Israelites, I might say. Without us, this place be primitive. It'd be like they might as well going back to the caves. You know what I mean? Going back there and just eat out of their mama's skull and their grandmama's skull and so forth. It's talked about in a book called The 13th Tribe by Arthur Koestler. It tells you about what they were doing. So here we are now trying to bring our people back to the light, the marvelous light of coming back to the laws of the Most High before it's too late. Because when he come back, you're going to be like, what did you do? Because you're going to be judged by what you have done in these mortal bodies. We all going to be judged. Ain't nobody going to get out of this. There ain't going to be no excuse you're going to go in front of Mashiach Yahushua and say, well, you know what? I didn't have time. I had to work. People going to have all kind of excuses. You know? Ain't going to be no excuse, man. Because he's letting you know now. And those that are listening, and all you have ears to hear, this is what happened to us. Read. Read it from the top.
And thou, it's like it. Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
We discontinue from our heritage. The Most High gave us the best land ever to be. And we wasn't satisfied with it. He said, look, I'm your king. You know, I give you a king. Give you my only begotten son for your king. Right? That's all you need. That's all we need. That's all we're going to have in the end. Right? That's all we're going to have in the end. But no, we want to be like the other nation. We want a king like them. So he gave us Saul. Then he gave us King David. You know what I mean? Kings, and kings, some were righteous, some was wicked. We was wicked. When you read the Bible, we in captivity most of the time. Just like we in captivity now, when you read the Bible, we in captivity. He said, hey, even when the Mashiach Yahushua came on the earth, man, we were still under the so-called white man. The Romans, who was that? So-called Italian Caucasians. Well, see, when you go to church, you be all supposed to be spiritual. You don't even think about history. When you think about our story, you think about, wait a minute. When you walk the earth, somebody was in charge. Who surrounded? I mean, look what he said. Get Luke 21 and 20. This is what he told us, man. We in the land of Israel. Let's go back to the time he walked the earth. Now, he's going to come and tell us something. And let's look at what happened. Because it's very important that you understand that we just continue from our heritage. That was the land of Israel. First and foremost, he had us there. When the Mashiach Yahushua was there, we had our own Senate. You see what I'm saying? Ruling over us with the so-called white man, the so-called Italian Caucasians, the superpower of the earth at that time. You understand? So they still was the superpower of the earth, and we had to pay tribute to them. Just like you paying taxes to who? The IRS. You know, the Corporation of America.
Right.
The business, this big Corporation of America. That's all it is.
Right.
You know? That's all it is, big corporation. And you're the product.
Right.
We're the product.
Right.
Every last one of us. You know, we're the product. They're the corporation. What's the commodity? We are. We're the first ones that represent Wall Street. Who do you think started that?
Yeah, we started.
Yeah. Slaves. Read this.
Luke chapter 21, verse 20.
This is how we just continue from our heritage over and over again. Now, we did wicked, so he took us out of our land and brought a nation in there to put us in captivity. The Egyptians, all nations have had a part of having us in captivity. You know what I mean? When you think about it. Because all nations look at it right now. When you go to these stores down here, who's running these stores? It's not us, is it? Who is it? See? Asian Armenian. See? Like I say, New York is what? Who? The Arabs. It's Ishmael. You see what I'm saying? So that's a part of the curse that befell us. It befell us. As a people. Not everybody else. You know, I've seen some footage of, like I say, our women, man, the Arabs, man, just doing them in. It's going to be so bad, man. It's like, just for the lack of food and great tribulation. What people are going to do just to eat, man. It's going to be beyond your imagination, as it is written. Read.
Luke chapter 21, verse 20. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
When you see Jerusalem, we was remember, so we just continue from our heritage, so Jerusalem is in Israel. When you see Israel compassed with armies, what armies would it be? If the Romans are the superpower of the earth, what Romans would it be? I mean, who would it be? If they're the superpower of the earth, it'd have to be them. Okay, if it's right now, I'm gonna give you a scenario. This ain't hard to figure out. If you see Skid Row surrounded with armies, what army is gonna be? It's gonna be their armies, right? Gonna be Esau's army, right? Who's in control? They are, right? I mean, we might be in part of their army, whatever, but we ain't controlling nothing. We ain't running nothing. It's them, the generals and all them. It's who? It's Edomites. You see? Turn it on the other side so you can see on this side.
How do you do it again?
You just put it in the middle, that one in the middle. There you go. Yeah. So, you understand? So it says when you see the army surrounding the city, that's what he's saying. So we see the army surrounding us right now. First thing you said was police. Right. We know about that, right? But the armies is talking about the military. Military come here. Who's running the military? Yeah. But Esau running the government, even though Obama's in charge. I mean, come on. Esau said what? We shutting it down. Right? Did they shut it? Obama said, don't want to shut it down. What Esau say? That's right. They shut it down, right? That's right, man. So it don't make no difference. I mean, it's still their world. It's their world. He's just in their world. And we just in their world. Regardless how you look at it. Read. From the top.
And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Meaning that the desolation of our nation is near. The Bible goes to approximately 65 AD. Now, he said when this happened, it's going to be between 65 and 70 AD. We were brought down. They brought us down from the land of Israel. And he's going to tell us what we're supposed to do. Read.
Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Say those that are in Judea, that means that's in the land of Israel, around in the land of Judah, flee into the mountains. You go into the mountains, he's saying flee into Africa. You understand? Flee into Africa. Read.
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out.
So if you're in the midst of the land, just like it's right now, they say, hey, if you got a cell phone and they call you and say, hey, they're arresting people. They done surrounded San Julian. They done surrounded San Julian. You gonna stay here? Say you better get up out of there. They on their way down here. You gonna stay here? We ain't staying here. We up out of here, right? So he's telling you, if you're in the midst of it, hey, get out of there. Run out of there. Get out of Israel and flee into Africa. Because we had provinces. We had provinces there in Africa. Our people was already there. It's like right now, if something happened, you need to run to South Central. You might know somebody in South Central where you can go. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to have brothers and sisters their place is supposed to be for each other. You know? If we need, you need, like if I come down here, I know I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna run you, I'm gonna run to you, I'm gonna say what's going on.
Right.
If I'm running for where I'm running, I'm
right.
checking you out.
Right.
Y'all where I'm at, y'all welcome.
Right.
We each other, you know, we got each other's back. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be. Whether for those that's really in the spirit, those that's out of the spirit not gonna understand this. That's why he's saying those in the spirit, he say do this. He tell us what to do. But you know, we hard-headed. I'm gonna tell you what those that was hard-headed, what happened to them. It tells you, read. See, the Jewish people ain't talking about this. They ain't talking about this. They don't believe in the New Testament. We're going to go to the Old Testament to show you what did happen that they're not still talking about. You talking about a Holocaust? This is a real Holocaust, read.
And let not them that are in the country enter therein too.
Right. If you in the country say, don't come back to Israel, because that's our land. Our land is Israel. Read.
These be the days of vengeance.
The days of what?
Vengeance.
The days of vengeance. Read.
That all things which are written may be fulfilled.
All things that are written, where will be written at? In the Old Testament, the old scrolls. It was already written that it's going to happen. So he's telling you, when you see these things, they're giving you a sign. We require a sign. Here goes some signs. We require a sign. All the time, right? Ain't nothing new under the sun, right? So he said, when you see these things, run. You got an opportunity to run. When you start to see them coming, surrounding, you get up out of there. Run into Africa. That's what he's saying. Run into Africa then. That's what we did. The smart ones, the intelligent ones, read.
But woe unto them that are with child.
It's a destruction to them that's with child. That got these little children, just like it is going to be here in this day and time. Woe to them that have little children. Because you got to carry that little child. You got to make a way for that child to get over to Africa or get out of the city. Read.
And to them that give suck in those days.
Real little babies, you know, that's still on the breast. Read.
For there shall be great distress in the land.
Great distress in the land. Read.
And wrath upon this people.
Wrath upon who?
This
people who are who? The children of Israel. That was living in Israel. Us. We the children of Israel. And that's what happened to us. You wonder how we got in Africa? We was already in Africa, some of us. Because when you look at northern Africa, it's called Negro land. It's called Negro land. We have maps to show you that it's all the most part of northern Africa is called Negro land. That's us. You have an African, you as an African, you say, I'm black man, you black man, oh black man, no black man, my black sister, oh black sister, oh yeah, black sister, oh yeah, we Negro, you Negro, no Negro. Ain't gonna be no Negro. Because he know that's something that determines us and not him. And it's to him it's degrading because he didn't go through the things that we went through. And they're part of, if you look at this sign here, they're part of selling us. And that's what you got to understand. We were sold by the Arabs and the Africans. They say black people sold black people. Yeah.
Get the tissue.
Black Africans. Oh. Black Arabs. Sold us to so-called white men. And it's right here. I mean, come on. Leonardo da Vinci didn't paint this. Leonardo da Vinci didn't paint this. You mean to tell me, I mean, there's a whole lot of brothers out here that's artists. You know what I mean? Have those kind of talents. Okay. Go ahead. So, he told us, you know, we have to get out of Israel, run out of Israel and run into Africa. That's what he told us to do, right? So, when you understand, the water up. This is a key plan. Let me see. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna read this in From Babylon to Timbuktu. This is by Rudolph R. Windsor, a historian, right? I'm gonna read on page 84 what he says.